Volkswagen, one of the giants in the automotive industry, was once revered for its engineering prowess and commitment to innovation. However, in 2015, that completely changed, and the world was left stunned when it was revealed that Volkswagen had been cheating on emission tests for its diesel vehicles. The scandal sent shockwaves across the globe, tarnishing Volkswagen's reputation and resulting in billions of dollars in fines and legal settlements. But just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, a dark and disturbing chapter of this saga came to light: the involvement of innocent creatures in grotesque experiments. Saw dudes, Nick aka Drip and Drift, and this is a new video idea, possibly video series for the channel called Cartastrophes, where we look at the scandals, controversies, and catastrophes of the automotive industry. We're still doing the podcast and all the other videos, but I've always wanted to look deeper into these types of stories, so please like, subscribe, and share so we can show more people the truth of what these corporations try to hide. Today, we are diving into the most jaw-dropping stories to rock the automotive industry: the Volkswagen monkey and human testing scandal.
Drip and Drift.
Yes, you heard that right. Monkeys were subjected to toxic fumes from Volkswagen's diesel cars in an attempt to prove that the emissions were harmless to humans. And if that wasn't chilling enough, it gets even darker. Reports emerged Volkswagen also conducted similar experiments on humans, exposing them to diesel exhaust in a sealed chamber. The public was outraged, and rightfully so. How can a company once seen as a beacon of innovation sink to such depths? Real quick, leave a comment below what we should cover next. To truly understand the gravity of this scandal, let's take a look at the details of these experiments and the ethical implications they raise. According to reports, the experiments on monkeys were conducted in 2014 at the Loveless Respiratory Research Institute in New Mexico. Monkeys were strapped into airtight chambers and exposed to exhaust fumes from a Volkswagen Beetle for hours at a time. The goal, one may ask? To demonstrate the emissions from Volkswagen diesel vehicles were not as harmful as previously thought. But the question is, at what cost? These poor innocent creatures were just used as test dummies in a morally bankrupt attempt to cover up Volkswagen's deception. And if that wasn't wild enough for you, reports then started to surface of Volkswagen conducting similar experiments on humans. In a study conducted by the European Research Group on Environmental and Health in the Transport Sector, human subjects were exposed to diesel exhaust in a sealed chamber. The aim of these experiments, you might ask? To downplay the health risks associated with diesel emissions and perpetuate the myth of clean diesel. This is so insane they would knowingly put people into these experiments. And before you say, well, who would go into one of these experiments? I could easily see somebody that does like pharmaceutical testing or is down on money being told that it's clean and safe and they're getting paid, and them just going along with it. It's a chilling reminder of the lengths which corporations will go to protect their bottom line, regardless of the human and ethical costs. In the aftermath, Volkswagen issued apologies and pledged to overhaul its corporate culture. But the damage had been done, and the scars from this scandal run deep. But give it a few news cycles, a rebrand, and they're back at it, just like nothing ever happened. The Volkswagen monkey and human testing scandal serves as a stark reminder of the importance of corporate accountability and ethical integrity. Customers need to scrutinize the actions of these companies they support and demand transparency and accountability. Thanks for joining me on this first episode of Cartastrophes, only on Drip and Drift.